Alright, made some changes behind the scenes for this session. Number 3 overall, but started developing a different character from the one I started with in order to try out a new quick start mod, which was instead of the random alternate start reloaded. I was trying something that recently got updated or loaded onto the Xbox called Paradigm. So that seems interesting. It allows for a number of different class archetypes, or you can just customize. It claims to be the spiritual successor to a mod called Helgen Express, which kind of starts you off, I guess, outside of Helgen after going through this stuff in the vanilla portion of the game. It just kind of starts you off there as part of a quick start thing, so it lacks the randomness of the random alternate start reloaded, but it gives you a little more control over like some of your starting gear and spells and that sort of thing. It gives you like different equipment and spell packages and some money, and you can choose. It also allows you to choose if you want to be a vampire or werewolf to start, if you really want. And another thing it does, you can also choose like who you went with, like if there's a particular NPC from the regular game start that you might have gone with. It'll choose if you're alone or with one of them. It doesn't give you quite as good of a start as a random alternate start does, but it's alright, like for those who are familiar with how the game begins and how you rejoin the main quest, basically. You can go and pursue it yourself, but it doesn't really give you as much prompting to do so. You're kind of on your own for a bit. I started a paladin-like character. The other one I was playing in the first 2 sessions that I uploaded to YouTube was a barbarian, but I wanted to try like this one. I chose the Crusader archetype in the Paradigm list of class archetypes that are, a lot of them are drawn from classic Elder Scrolls games, and then I tried the Paladin selection from Lara's Simple Classes, because the 2 mods do seem to work together, and in fact it's stated in the description for the Paradigm mod that it works with stuff like Humble Beginnings, which is what Lara's Simple Classes is based on. So I figured it was a good bet that it would work. So I usually don't use heavy armor, but I'm trying it with this character, and their spell college of choice is Restoration. And we're about to embark on the quest to go see the Greybeards, because we got sufficiently leveled up from doing a couple of lower level quests before that, and we finished the whole defeating the first dragon thing. Made it to level 8, which I think is close to where the previous character, the barbarian, had been, so I figured I could, sort of pick it up at that point, only with this character instead, since that's the last one I was working on. And the only difference between the two, as far as mods goes, is this one was using the Paradigm Quick Start mod, and the other one was with Random Alternate Start Reloaded. Other than that, no real difference in the starting mod selection. And I also decided to get Uthgerd the Unbroken as a follower after having a nice round of fisticuffs and a wager with her as to who would win. Since I won the wager, she pledged her loyalty to me. And because the deal, not DLC, but the mod follower that I have as part of my mod list, Dow of the Deadlands, the only thing with that one is that it's a minimum level of 12. So I decided to wait until I was closer to level 12 with this character. It's cool. With this carriages mod, apparently I can go to Ivarstead. Well, that should help. Unless you want to watch me run all the way there, but you probably don't. Let's try that. I usually don't. I don't use fast travel much, but when it's in like an in-character way, such as these carriages, I feel more comfortable with it. Even then, I don't always use it, but in this case, I had already run over to this area for a different quest. I had just run back in order to turn the quest in. I did a little off-stream questing. I restored the Gilder Green and murdered some Spriggans and nearly got murdered by them. It was all pretty murdery. But yeah, we're supposed to talk to the Greybeards, so I took a carriage here to Ivarstead, and we can just go from there. But yeah, I've been running around on foot a lot, so I figured I could shortcut it for the stream and video. Still looking for a lumber axe. For some reason they're not giving me one. It's one thing I did get a little spoiled by with the random alternate start reloaded one. Tends to start you off with basics like a mining pick and lumber axe, whereas this one did not include that when I chose the Crusader archetype option.
I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish passing through on your way to High Hrothgar. About to make a delivery up there myself. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
I always found it amusing the way he's like, yeah, if you catch my meaning, if you know what I mean. It's like, there isn't really a hidden meaning there. They literally don't get out much. It's like, there's not much meaning behind it, so much as it's just kind of an upfront statement, so I find it amusing that it's like, oh, if you catch my meaning.
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. Be careful up there.
Alright, so we got that quest. Go to the top. And we should be pretty much ready to go. Kind of weighed down by some extra stuff, but it's kind of a lot of people who use heavy armor. There's a couple things I can get rid of at some point, but for the most part, yeah, we're ready to go. This was a wealthy goat with amethysts. supposedly you get a blessing if you pray at each of those in turn. It's easy to miss. I added some more restoration spells to my list, trying to determine like which ones I like using. I also found this weapon. It's a one-handed weapon. I think it's from the Swordsman's Assortment mod that I'm using. Not my usual style of weapon, but it's pretty good as one-handers go, so I was using it part of the time. And we also got Nettlebane from that quest for the Gildergreen. And I was also using a iron sword sometimes. I got a little texture replacer for the iron weapons, so they're a little cooler looking. Though they're not exactly amazing in terms of power level, but I smithed that one a little bit. So I tend to use that against some of the weaker foes, and then get the old pointy hammer thing against some of the stronger ones. And I have some wearable lanterns from my wearable lanterns mod. Let's give it the travel lantern. This should be emblem 2. Weather's taking a turn. As Geralt would say, winds howling. And an ice wolf. That thing's tearing me apart, so thinking maybe the Lamb of Mormon. And then get out the big weapon.
Victory. For now.
Yeah, no thanks to Uthgard, who didn't even manage to participate in the fight. Not a good sign if we're going to be working together. Cast the Troll's Blood spell up my regeneration a bit. Lasts a few minutes. I mean, it's not a hugely dramatic effect, but it's nice to have some regeneration. I'm almost healed already.
Well, that's taken care of.
That was no ice wolf. I did notice a mod that removes blood spatters, but I figured, well, if it doesn't end up annoying me too much, I'll just leave it. It is kind of irritating. Emblem 3. One reason I'm using, I think this counts as banded iron armor, is because it's enchanted. I found it at one of those dragon peaks where I fought a dragon. and it's of my chosen College of Magic, Restoration. So I figured it would be useful to me. Otherwise, I had steel armor I was using before that.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Alright, that's emblem 4. Alright, Troll's Blood is about to expire, so maybe we could recast that. And we appear to have something nasty approaching. Maybe cast a shield with break also. And Liam of Mara.
That's your best, huh? Victory. For now.
Hey, that could have gone a lot worse. Uthgard did a good job of getting its attention initially, and I was able to get off my buff spells. Yeah. Sometimes that fight goes pretty bad, like when that thing is focused on me, and it just beats you down. Emblem 5. Alright, got Emblem 6. I think we missed some emblems. Went from 6 to 9. So, yeah, tends to happen. So I guess no blessing for us. Certainly it's not important enough to me to backtrack.
I'm still here. Go on ahead. I'll stand guard.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Arngir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a master. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thum. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Fus, Ro!
Well done. Again.
Fus, Ro!
You learn quickly. Once more.
Fus, Ro!
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of Wold. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate Whirlwind Sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori? Vex!
Podcast!
Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
I like how they waited until I went before they were like, oh, now it's your turn. Oh yeah, after I just demonstrated it.
Try it again. Breath and focus.
It's annoying.
Vex! Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. Wind, guide you.
Alright, so we have to go and retrieve this mystical horn now. And return to Klimek on our way. Might as well.
Finally, you're back. Lead the way.
I remember once I had a character who learned the slow fall spell, and I just experimented with using it and jumped off the side there. I think I ended up in a different direction from what I wanted, but it was fun to test that spell out. It's an alteration spell, so it wasn't as high a priority for this character as learning more restoration, but would like to snag it eventually. Although I also have some abilities and some perks I can take in addition that will help reduce falling damage. Currently I'm at 50% falling damage from the Mundus Stone blessing I have called Cheater's Luck from the Thief Stone. In conjunction with using the Simon Magus Mundus Stones mod. One thing I'm wondering about is in the Valkyrie perks under heavy armor, they have this cushion option here. Oh, speaking of which, I actually could purchase it now. Just realized I had some perk points remaining. It says you take damage from falling if wearing all heavy armor, half damage from falling. I wonder, like, if you combine that with the Cheater's Luck, half damage from falling, I mean, how does the math work on that? Does it cut it in half and then cut it in half again? Or is it just 100%? Because that would be kind of funny if you could make yourself immune to falling damage without needing a slow fall spell. But I don't know, I can test it out. Oh. And in any case, it seems like if you take another rank of it at 50 skill, you will take no damage from falling when wearing all heavy armor. And thanks to the, there's a perk called Face of Death. Light armor has an equivalent perk to that where your other armor perks no longer require a helmet, and you get a little armor rating bonus to compensate for the lack of helmet. So, as long as you're wearing all but a helmet. Let's see, maybe I'll keep that other point in reserve. I think there's another thing I was waiting to get. Oh yeah, I could get rested when restoration hits 40. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that falling damage thing. Because I got the Cheater's Luck, which means 50% less damage from falling. So I'm wondering in conjunction with the perk, which its effect is not listed among my active effects, but it should be active. Like, maybe I should find out. I could save and then find out. I'm not sure if that's the right side. I guess it's not really the right side of the mountain. Maybe when I get over to the right side, it might be fun to put that to the test. So I'm just wondering, like, while I have this Mundus Stone Blessing and rank 1 of the cushioned perk under heavy armor with the Valkyrie perk overhaul from Innisign. I actually use a few of that modders things. I also have Morningstar racial passes and some magic mods. Like, got Summer Mist enchantments, I got Odin magic, got Apocalypse magic for some extra spells. Yeah, if I'm going in the right direction, I could try that.
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
Alright, yeah, we can put it to the test. See if I'm taking some damage or no damage from falling. Yeah, I took some damage. Okay. It's not letting me quite get back up there, so I'll just... Normally I don't do the whole save scumming thing, but it was just to put a certain game mechanic to the test, so... That's fine. But yeah, it seems like I am not immune to falling damage until I get rank 2 of that. At which point I might be better served by a different Mundus Stone Blessing because the half damage from falling from the stone won't matter if I also have it in perks. Well, these people don't look friendly, do they?
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. We know you are the false Dragonborn. You shall not stand in the way of the true Dragonborn's return. He comes soon, and we shall offer him your heart. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. Time to... Come on. God, no. Help me. You won't win. I shall not fall.
That's worth a decent amount. Kind of an odd combination of heavy and light and rogue. Yeah, I guess everyone wants me dead at this point. Got attacked by a Dark Brotherhood assassin on the way to a previous quest. What do these robes look like on me? Pretty standard robes, I guess. Alright, is that all of them? Kind of annoying I can't turn my quest in.
Is that magic? Careful, please.
Is what magic? And where were you when we were being attacked? I guess maybe we could rest at the inn for a bit. Seems like a funny thing to have to do after an attack.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know. We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course. If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Yeah, good old haunted stuff. Always fun.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Alright, yeah, you can leave now. So, I guess this is the one I'm supposed to use. Nope. I guess when it says owned, it means owned by somebody else. So that's the one we're supposed to use. Hooray!
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
Here for
Those
work?
bears are
Get
making
an
this
axe
town
and bring
so
me all the
hungry.
wood you can chop.
Hope you can do something about them.
Well, how am I supposed to get an axe? I couldn't even find one for sale. It's kind of weird. I've actually been adventuring for a while and still haven't gotten a woodcutter's axe. Is Clinic around now?
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but the road's getting dangerous. Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go? Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
Not bad. 500 gold. Yeah, somebody left some bread. Let's have a bite to eat. Yeah, don't want to disturb this person. I thought it was abandoned. I guess this auto marked itself in her journal. I think I will unmark it for now because I got some stuff to do. Alright. So I guess that's kind of not far from... kind of in between Mortal and Dawnstar. Okay. So yeah, which way do we go? I forget. This way? Probably don't have enough time left in this session to do all that. I'm trying to keep it to an hour or so each time.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor?
But we can have some fun journeying along our way. Got a berserk bear killing stuff over there. Hopefully it won't come after us. Alright, looks like this way. Go back to Whiterun.
Not bad. Not bad.
Hey, like that.
Well done indeed.
Looks like a Thalmor patrol. They're always so warm and friendly. But if you do kill them, then you actually become
Move along.
wanted. That could be a nice place to explore later, but for now... Hey, quit crowding us. These animals can be kind of annoying sometimes. It's like self-preservation, ever heard of it? The hunter's game to try. I don't want to get into their shot though. Yeah, I'll see how far I can get, and probably call it soon after I get to a good landmark, and then we'll pick up next time. And if you've been enjoying the adventures, I hope you'll sub to the YouTube, or I can also be found on Twitch at Dybbuk Entertainment. No space between that on Twitch. I think the goal for next time will be to try and pursue that quest to find the horn at Houston Grove. And something tells me there'll be another word of power to learn there. There usually is.